Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chip Baker coming to you with a topic session of the Success Chronicles. And today we have Mariam Mena with us. And man, amazing, passionate lady that, is doing some great things. And we're going to be working together on something, coming up. I don't want to, put the cat out of the bag yet. But tonight we're going to talk, today we're going to talk a topic of getting out of your comfort zone. We talked off air about, just things involving comfort zone and, personal things that you go through of, making sure that, once you push yourself, it puts you in a better place. But the goal is to not be complacent and, always find ways to improve. And so we're just going to talk about getting out of comfort zone. So what are, as far as comfort zone, where are you? I know you talked about a scenario, and I think you need to mention that. As far as your comfort zone with some things in your life, where are you with getting out of your comfort zone?
So currently, well, in the beginning, I was inside my comfort zone with no windows into even like any opportunity. Really, I was just completely comfortable, coddled in safety. And then I started looking at possibilities. So to me, that was like a window or a door, just peeking at what could be. And that came from starting to share my story and getting a little bit of feedback, even from clients at the time, saying, hey, you really made my day. And I actually thought about it for a few days after that. And you really helped me out this week. And then hearing that just a couple times, it actually opens the door wide open to opportunity. I was like, oh wait, this is something that I can pursue and I'm really good at it, and I do anyway for free, for fun, just out of like just natural. So right now I feel like I have one foot cemented outside of that door where my life will change, and I have another foot cemented inside of my comfort zone. And meeting you and meeting Matt has truly cemented me on the other side, and I can't thank you enough for that. And you guys
awesome.
are truly like a blessing to me and such a stepping stone in my life, because this apartment is literally physically and mentally my comfort zone. And I specifically stayed out of this beautiful bright room on purpose because I didn't want to be on camera, and and the thing is, I was on camera on Instagram, but that stuff goes away after 24 hours. And so that, to me, I knew it was disappearing. I knew it was short-lived. No one could go back to it and listen to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My parents couldn't find it. My old friends couldn't find it. It's just, it disappeared quickly. So I got really comfortable with that and kind of being invisible, but having a voice still. As weird as that sounds, I had a voice, but I was invisible. And that's what really woke me up.
I think it's awesome. First off, I want to say, thanks for the kind words with, about Matt and myself. But I think it's truly a blessing when you can connect with like-minded and like-hearted people, and be on the same path to strive to make a difference in the life of others. And when you can take your story, the stories, the things that we've gone through as far as the obstacles in our lives, and use that passion to help, fuel us to help others. I think it just makes for an amazing thing,
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So, and you talked about, you being with, and I like that analogy with with the, you know, the cement and that's pretty good stuff.
I'm like
You know,
stretched from both
yeah.
ends, man. I want both of them so equally. I want to become like, I want to be invisible as equally as I want to be heard. It's really and I think we all battle with that on some form of scale or analogy. Like we all battle with, I want to stay, but I want to leave, or I want to change, but I want to stay the same, or whatever it is. So I'm ready to ask people questions that they're not normally asked, you know, and dig a little bit deeper than is normally dug, and speak about things a little bit more raw than we're used to hearing. Because although listening to motivational speakers and people that changed their life has been the reason that I was able to change, but the ones that shared the most about their struggle are the ones that affected me the deepest. So there, you know, you can get screamed at by Eric Thomas all day long and, you know, get motivated to do the physical work, but until someone talks about the depression they went through to the point where they couldn't get out of bed, or, you know, they weren't eating, or they were so depressed that they just stayed inside their house for as long as physically possible, like that, people don't really talk about all that. And a lot of us are going through it. So I think there needs to be a louder volume of that being heard, instead of all the, you got this, like, keep going. Because all that stuff is true. That's the thing. You got this and keep going. Those are 100% facts.
Right.
But I'm also here to tell you that it's okay that you feel like crap. Like, it's okay that you know you're not doing what you need to be doing. Like, I think that's, or you feel like you can't do what you wish you can. Like, I'm here to tell people that, man, I've accomplished things in the last 2 years, and it's nothing even compared to financial freedom or anything. Like, on the actual physical scale of assets, there's zero there. But the mental scale of how far I've traveled from where I was mentally 2 years ago to now, it's opened up my entire life. It's like giving me my lungs back, just being able to change my mentality. And now I feel like I can breathe again, and I can actually take on what life has to offer. Because if you are broken mentally, it's like your lung has a hole in it and you're smoking. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're doing more damage to what's already damaged. And you have to fix the source and then fix the habit. You know what I'm saying? So fix the source first, and that is the way you think about the problems, because the problems never stop. Whether you have your dream relationship, your dream house, your dream car, your dream business, that doesn't exemplify you. Is that the word? Exemplify you from
exempt you
from the problems. So if your mentality is still the same, then you're gonna feel the same way. And I learned that not by hearing it, by experiencing it. Because when I was at rock bottom, living in Michigan in a very, very tiny space, I had a bedroom to myself. It barely fit a twin size bed, and I was living in the snow. It was literally 0 degrees every single day for like 9 months. And I was in an unhealthy relationship. And the only 3 things that I thought would make me the happiest girl in the world were to move somewhere warm, to live in my own apartment with a decent amount of space where I wasn't bumping into things, and just being free. And I got all 3 of those things, and I still was very, very, very unhappy. And so I realized, wow, I could be handed everything and I'm not going to be happy, because it's the way that I think about everything.
Yeah, I agree. I think it all starts with your mentality and your thought processes. You know, you think about it, you know, we learn this in biology and, you know, science, you know, the neurons and dendrites, you know, we learn that stuff at an early age. And, you know, whatever you, you know, put out from your brain, you know, it sends those messages to your body. And so I think to me, really, that's where everything starts. Just like you said, if you're thinking positive thoughts and positive things, and even more from a good-hearted place, if it's good and good, it's gonna be good, great, you know. But then the struggle is if it's not a good-hearted and it's bad, and man, that's when it's all messed up. And so I think it's a process of just taking one step at a time, and not feeling. And a lot of times we can allow ourselves to be overwhelmed. And just like you said, this, if I can get this, I can get, you made steps, these, if I could get this, it would make me be better. And I think I'm a simple guy. And I think when you can put it in simple terms like that, simple steps, simple processes, it allows you to have consistency. It allows you to get into a routine, if you will, and then from there, that routine becomes your comfort, and then you have to find something else to, push yourself to get out of that comfort zone. And so, man, I think you hit the nail on the head with some of those things. And I agree, hearing other stories, and because a lot of times you think when you're going through tough things, you think, oh, poor me. Well, guess what? It's a whole lot of other people out there that have it way worse than what you have it, and so you have to, and I don't take that for granted. I mean, your deal is bad too. The things we go through, it's rough, you know, um, and so we just have to keep it in the right perspective. Yes, it's rough. Um, you know, could be better, but could be worse.
A
And
lot
so
worse.
a
A
lot
lot
worse.
worse. And
Yeah,
I say that, like, honestly, anybody living just in this country alone is a blessing. And I know it doesn't feel like that, but that's because you haven't seen the rest of the world. You don't know how the rest of the world is living today, 2018, going on 19. There's still people that don't have clean water, that have to
yeah.
walk, that they're getting sick because of the water they're drinking. And
Mm,
we're getting sick from overeating. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, look at the perspective. Like, we are, I hate to say it, but we are spoiled rotten. Uh, from, I don't care if you're struggling financially
yeah.
or you've been wronged.
Mm,
As a whole, if you were to count your blessings against tallying up the negatives,
mm,
I feel that if you were honest in both directions, your list of blessings would outweigh your negatives on a whole nother scale, because we're talking about you have your vision and your arms and your legs alone. You
yeah.
have your limbs. Forget about a roof over your head. Forget about food when you're hungry. So those things alone should be the source of all happiness. But unfortunately, we complain over getting cut off, or too many drivers being on the road, or it's silly the stuff that we allow our minds to get bent out of shape over.
Well, I agree. And again, thank you so much for uh talking with me the getting out of your comfort zone topic. And I wish I'm excited to see uh the other cemented, like you said, out of your comfort zone. Man, it's about to be on for
I
you,
can't wait till the comfort zone just burns down as a whole, because
Yeah.
it's still there.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, thank you guys for checking out this topic session. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Bye.
Go get it.